Hey, I'm Eytan Shander with Awesemo, and we have 3 plays for you to keep an eye on Friday night for Jock Market in the NBA. And as we always remind you, the game doesn't stop once the lineups are locked in. The slate is ever living and breathing on Jock Market, so pay attention to game flow because you want to buy low and sell high as Jock Market has turned DFS into the stock market. And also, we have a promo code for you. We want you to sign up at Jock Market, be part of the community, and use our promo code Awesemo, AWESEMO, so we can match your first deposit up to $50. All right, we're going to target a game, super high total here. And as always, when we record these earlier in the day, we remind you to keep checking injury updates. Always check Odd Shopper, the free tool that's available to you with projections, so you understand who's in and who's out, and then you can play Jock Market accordingly. A lot of eyes are going to be on Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, the top 2 centers on this slate, especially from a popularity standpoint. But we have a game that has a super high total, the highest total on the board, with the Wolves in Chicago at 240.5. Both centers in Karl-Anthony Towns and, yes, game time decision, Vucevic, are great pivot options here from both a productivity standpoint to also countering the field. So whenever you have Jokic and or Embiid, that's where the majority of the field funnels. Our Odd Shopper predictions right now for Jokic are not that high to where if all of those play out, he would be a top 3 or even top 1 player on the night. You really have to be concerned. Joel Embiid doesn't have a lot of guys around him. The guys that were traded to Brooklyn are gone. The guys that were traded for are not here yet. And look, the Thunder, there's an easy blowout scenario there where Embiid may only play 25, 26 minutes, first leg of a back-to-back. On the other hand, a gigantic opportunity here for Karl-Anthony Towns to control the game, Nikola Vucevic to really stretch from the outside, knock down a couple of threes here. If Vuce is healthy and going, I think you target both of these centers in the same game as key pieces to help fuel this gigantic total going over or hovering around 240.5 points. Towns has some guys around him, like Vuce has some guys around him. Levine back in effect, clearly with DeRozan there as well. But we have seen where you can stretch the floor and take advantage of Vuce's ability to shoot, like we've seen Karl-Anthony Towns dominate the glass recently as well, and putting up double-doubles like it's just second thought here for him. So those are the 2 guys we really want to start with, and it's for a bunch of different reasons. And look, the beauty of it is, since it's the same game, and you're a little nervous or concerned about Vooch playing through injury, you can also wait and see how this plays out in the first quarter. Either team that gets up, especially if a team that gets up big, like Chicago or Minnesota, whoever gets up big, you would want to target heavily the other center because it's not going to end as a blowout, and whoever it may be, Cat or Vooch, is going to play the minutes, and there's going to be a great opportunity for his stock to dip, to jump in there. Other guy to think about, our third guy to look at, mentioned that Sixers game, not from an Embiid standpoint, but also from a Tyrese Maxey healthy, good enough to go standpoint. Yes, it's the first leg of a back-to-back. They do host the Cavs. They will have Harden most likely tomorrow. But if, and I do believe when, Tyrese Maxey plays tonight without Curry out there and without a couple of scoring options out there, I think it's really key here to look and identify at Maxey to kind of straddle that line of playing a little deeper in this game, more so than anybody else. If you wanted to take a risk and go with a Furkan Korkmaz or somebody lower on the depth chart pre-game, you can, but I think really the best play here is to attack a healthy enough to go Tyrese Maxey in the IPO phase. And then once the game starts, see how this thing plays out. Because if it's a slow game and if expected, this is in somewhere the low 200s to high 190s as a total, Sixers may be down early. And you could definitely start to target Furkan Korkmaz, George Niang, guys like that who are coming off the bench and will be playing quality minutes. Don't look at Tobias Harris. Don't look at Joel Embiid. The only starter I would truly look at would be Tyrese Maxey. All right, there you have it. Vooch, Cat, and Tyrese Maxey there at the end. Those are the 3 guys we want to look at. 2 of the 3 are game time decisions. There are a lot of injuries out there to keep an eye on. So a reminder, always pay attention as the day goes on to what's happening. We have the NBA injury report on Awesemo that's free for you. Odd Shopper is free for you as well. And then our promo code, Awesemo, AWESEMO on Jock Market, where we'll match your first deposit up to $50. I'm Eytan Shander. Have a great weekend.